So this is how combat works in Master of Orion at Astra. Let's say that you are playing as Psilon and you are here and opponent is playing Silicoid and he wants to attack from here to your system. So first of all, we have to check that Psilon has a Doomstar here, and let's say that this was like this, that these are linked. And why does this matter? Well, Psilon Doomstar doesn't actually move, but it has this interstellar combat ability. When fighting an enemy in a system linked to this one, gain 2 dice. So, since you are fighting a system linked to the Doomstar, you automatically get 2 dice from the Doomstar ability. And then you of course get 1 dice for each frigate, and Silicoid Cruiser gives you 3 dice here. So we need to add 3 more. And since the Silicoid is attacking with cruisers, they normally add 2 dice, but they are defenders. During the attack procedure, unit strength and whatever this lightning bolt icon is of these units are set to 1. So they actually only give 1 dice when they are attacking. So this is 5 dice for the Silicoid for the attack. And Silicoid has a plasma cannon, so each 10 plus will be 4 hits. And Psilon has neutron armor, all device, class 1 shield and laser cannon. So let's say that Psilon wants to use the class 1 shield. So now they will negate 1 hit and they will also lose 1 of their dices because they use the shield ability. And now each player will roll their dices. So at this point, Psilon has an option to use the neutron armor. So after the combat roll, reroll up to 2 enemy dice. So now they can say, okay, I will reroll these. Okay, better result. So now the armor is used. And of course now Silicoid can say that, alright, I will use these 10 to activate my plasma cannon. And this 4 would actually do nothing because they don't have any weapon that will hit with 4 plus. But this is 4 hits. And Psilon can do the same. They have a Mauler device and laser cannon. This can only be used on turn 2, so this does nothing at the moment. But they can say, okay, this is 1 hit with laser cannon. And every 6 plus will be a hit also. So there is 1 hit and 2 hits. So Psilon hits with 3 and Silicoid hits with 4. So basically, at this point, all the Psilon fleet would be destroyed because this has have 1 HP and this has 2. And 3 hits to Silicoid means that Psilon player can either kill 1 cruiser or 3 frigates. If something survived and there will be second round, the shield is not replenished. It's a once in a round usable item, but the neutron armor can be used every round. And on round 2, Psilon would be able to use the Mauler device. Let's say that the combat round 2 look like something like this. So Silicoid would roll 2 dice. Psilon would still have the Doomstar dices, the frigate dice, and the cruiser dices. So they would have actually 2 from Doomstar, 3 from cruiser, and 1 from frigate. So now they would have been able to use the Mauler device. So this 6 would have hit 4 times. And again, they can use the neutron armor. They can just reroll if they want to reroll 2 dices. So that's how the combat works. And of course, there are also ability to retreat. The flight action can be used to retreat in a combat. Uh, Attacker can just go back where they came from, etc. But this is how the things work. So armor and weapons work each round, except if they say something like word on the second turn only. And shield is once in a round usable ability. And all the ships also have a lot of different abilities. For example, Silico Doomstar has to be hit first, so you cannot assign damage to frigate, cruiser, or titan unless you have already killed the Doomstar. So there are a lot of variation you have to think, a lot of technologies that can affect the results. But yeah, that's how the basic combat works in Master of Orion at Astra.